How's it going, everyone? Rick here with UTV Source. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. And if you've been with us for a while, glad to have you back. Today, we're gonna be working on our Segway Villain, and we're gonna be installing the DRT Motorsports spare tire / adventure rack. Now, this rack will hold up to a 33-inch tire. It's gonna come to you just like you see it here. Nice black powder coat, all the gas struts, all the hardware, and it should be 100% bolt in. So what we're gonna be doing is installing it onto our Villain, and in order to do that, we're gonna have to make a few quick adjustments before we even begin. We're gonna need to loosen up our reservoirs in the rear and clock them outside. I'm gonna let them kind of just hang over, and I'll tune them in once I get this opening and the tires back on. That's the first step to this video, is we're gonna loosen this stuff up. I'm gonna have my shot at installing this. If you guys are ready, I'm ready. Let's get rocking. You're gonna use an H6 to loosen up your reservoirs off your cage, whether it be factory or aftermarket, and we got to get these out of the way. There we go. We're gonna be installing this DRT plate right here. Now, this plate is actually the bracket that is going to keep the lid closed, and it's gonna mount back here. So, yeah, that's right where it goes. That is all the included hardware right here. So we've got some jam nuts, misalignment spacers, some tabs, some hardware, and it looked like we needed these guys right here with some washers. I've already removed the factory hardware. You're gonna see when I set this down right here that we're gonna be using these bolts as well. And I'm gonna take these bolts out right now. Set of pliers, pull it out of there. All right, there we go. Got our spacers right here. I'm gonna drop those down in there. So now we can go ahead and put this on. We're gonna be putting on a pretty large bracket, and it's going to install on the 4 inner cage bolts. So we're gonna be removing this bolt, and the opposing side's same bolt. They got this on really tight, so I'm gonna use a little cheater. You stick a wrench in there like that, and it creates some leverage. Makes it a heck of a lot easier to break it loose. Then you take your wrench back off, put it up here. There you go. You're gonna go ahead and grab the big bracket that's in the kit, and we're gonna go ahead and reinstall our bolts. I'm not gonna add any more Loctite to this. It's got a nice Nylock nut, and there is some white assembly Loctite in here already. We're just gonna let it roll. I did need to relocate my Mac Air pumper, as you can see, and I'm hoping that it's gonna allow me to mount this on, but as of right now, it's not looking promising. Oh, it's still moving. I got room. We're good. Look at that, it's gonna fit. So what I had to do there is I had to do a 180-degree flip on our Mac Air pumper. All right, once your bracket's installed, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna turn our attention to the actual tire carrier. So the tire carrier, you're gonna have to do some assembly on. And as you can see down there, I got a piece of cardboard, and I grabbed the hardware. We're going to be using 2 nuts, 4 washers, and we have our rod ends and our misalignment spacers. So right here, got some jam nuts. I don't wanna run that stuff all the way up. It should just spin on nice and easy. All right, let's put some back on. There we go. So I'm running the lock nut down to the first thread. We're gonna throw it up there. It just popped in. There we go. Perfect. That looks hot, doesn't it? That looks cool. Look at that, it's a big trunk now. Before we didn't have a trunk at all. All right, so I got my hardware. The latch did settle and it locked on that. Bam. Now I'm not gonna tighten this up. We're gonna cycle it once we get both sides on. Boom, look at that. Let's check it out. Look how good that looks. All right, so you can see it's locked in on the bracket. Dang, buddy. Okay, so now I want to see where I'm at with my engagement here. So you've got these latches that are already pre-installed in the trunk itself. I'm about 1/8 of an inch away from the end of it, so I'm gonna shut it. Dang, that's nice. The reveal looks good here. It looks the same on this side. The back looks perfect, so we're gonna tighten that up. We've got our gas struts, our 2 tabbed brackets, and 2 bolts left. I'm gonna prop this open. I am actually gonna bolt the gas strut on first because it's gonna hang down, and it's kind of pointing me in the right direction to where these install at. It looks like I need to remove one of the ends on the gas strut. So we're gonna go ahead and take this one off. Pop that open. It's a little bit more. There it goes. Now they already have the nut welded on the inside of that trunk, so we're gonna spin these in. We're gonna be installing the bracket right here, and we'll do it on the other side. Now I went ahead and pre-installed this one. There we go. I'm gonna tighten that down. So, it's gonna take a lot of pressure if there's no tire and wheel up there to lock it down, but that's locked. So I don't wanna just eject this right now because there's so much pressure in those little gas struts right there. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a tire up there now. We got one more step, guys. I'm gonna show you how to adjust your Y-strap. Really easy to use, super simple to operate. What I love about it is there's no cutting, there's no relacing anything. We're gonna hook this up just like this, and it's got these nice, quick, easy adjusters that pull it tight. And then at the end, we have a ratchet. Let's put these on the... Now, the hooks are right here. We're gonna go under it and up. I'm gonna pull that back so I have an idea of the length. Super cool. Look at that, let's hit the trunk. Let's see what it does. Oh! What I really love about all this is we got to keep all of the factory components, including our little storage tank back here, which is actually the cover for your air filter. So if you didn't know, this is the cover. Once this just kind of pulls out of the way, we can still snake it out of here with this on. But these are like little cubbies for storage. Now I've gone as far as throwing ice in there and a few drinks. I also throw the trash in there. But underneath this is the air box. We got a good amount of storage in there. I know you guys are thinking, you're like, what's that over to the left side, Rick? Well, if you guys remember, I did rock lights on this beast. I was thinking ahead because I knew I was gonna be putting a trunk on this. So I wired it with a 5150 rock light. Do you ever just like stare at it for a little bit when you're done, like doing your install and you're like, damn, that looks good, this looks good. DRT does a great job. They nailed it, like all the lines like flow, all the gaps are the same. Really, really nice job. Everything works as it should. The gas struts are perfect. It goes up like butter. You know, you were thinking it was gonna fly up. Well, we got some weight up there now. We got the DRT 3-point tire strap on there, super easy to adjust. The shocks are great. We got the whole use of our trunk. It's all sealed now, so nothing's gonna fall out going down the trail. There's a couple more steps to this build, right? You need to clock your reservoirs. So I gave them about 1/4 of an inch distance between the tread on both sides, and I tightened them back down. You're also gonna wanna tighten down those 2 jam nuts, and that's it. Job's done. Give yourself a hand. I'm gonna rank this one like a 4. It was legit, super easy to install. I fought nothing, which is awesome. You're gonna notice in the video I did have to move one thing, and that happens on occasions. You know, manufacturers don't buy built UTVs, they acquire stock ones, and they build their lineup of parts based off of the stock factory machine. I had to unbolt our Rugged Race Radio's Mac Air pumper, rotate it 180 degrees, then kind of kick it so our bracket fit in and bolted down. And occasionally that's gonna happen. You're gonna have to unbolt some stuff to put some stuff on. It's the name of the game, and that's what these videos are for. You can mount those pumpers anywhere, and we sell a ton of brackets to relocate those, so it's no big deal. Take your time when you're doing this stuff. Have an idea when you start your build. Create your cart at utvsource.com. It's a dope website. We sell everything, and we have a lot of experience and a great customer service team. Now, I did add one more thing on this build. I wired in one more rock light. I wanted some light in our trunk, and now I got it. Hope you guys take the time to drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe, continue to follow us at UTVSource on Instagram. DM us your rides, send some photos, some videos of you guys. We're gonna repost it, we're gonna tag you. It's pretty rad to be featured on our page, and take some time to visit the website at utvsource.com, visit the gallery, visit the sales page, see the closeout section, and keep up with us. Remember guys, life's a ride, make it your own, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out.